guys, I want to talk to you today about our next step in the writing cycle, which is revision. So revision means that you're going to take what you've got and just find ways to make it better. But for our purposes, for this particular writing assignment, we're really focusing on two parts of revision. We're focusing on development and organization. So development means I'm going to take what I've got and I'm going to add some more to it. I'm going to develop the ideas that are already there. So maybe that means adding a little more elaboration here or there in parts where I can tell I didn't really elaborate much at all. I want to make sure that my reader is getting a really good idea, really great pictures in their mind, and they're really understanding my points in my writing. So that's where development is going to come in. And organization is just how is your writing organized? Does it make great sense? Are there things that should be moved around? Are there sentences that could be moved around, or words, or entire paragraphs? That's really the idea of organization. If things aren't organized, it's going to make it difficult for your reader to fully understand. So I'm going to show you just a couple of examples of revision in my draft. So for this purpose, I'm actually going to type my revisions. You are just going to write your revisions on your paper to show the changes that you'd like to make. So as I'm reading through my paper, I can definitely see some areas that I need to develop more. For example, it says, I'm reading the second paragraph, I've got to tell you about my family first. I'm married to Dan. We've been married for 19 years, and that makes me feel old. He loves to build things, like the shelves I have in my classroom. I have twin girls, Reese and Rylan. They are total opposites. And then there's Kate. He's the bratty younger brother for sure. So looking in that paragraph, I know for sure there are some ideas that I could develop a little bit better. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to come out to the side in my writing, and I'm going to elaborate on some areas where I know it's pretty easy for me to do that. So for example, right here, where I talk about Dan liking to build things, and it says, he built the shelves I have in my classroom. Well, I could elaborate on those shelves because if you see them in person, they're actually really cool. So I'm going to say here, he hung them with rope, which looks really nice. But the best part of the shelves is the awesome lighting he added. I can change, oops, don't judge my typing, y'all. I can change the color of the lights. From white to red, green, or blue. So now this sentence here that says, like the shelves I have in my classroom, well, I developed that idea. I added to it, and so if you're reading my paper and you've never seen these shelves before, you know they're hanging with rope, and you also know that there's lights on them. So you get a better idea in your mind. So there's an example of development. Your job is to go into your paragraphs and see where can you add more elaboration and more detail. Where can you put in really great word choices and things like that. So the next example I want to talk to you about and show you is organization. So organization means, how do my paragraphs flow? Do my sentences all make great sense together? Do they seem a little wacky and out of order? And sometimes the best way to know this actually is to have somebody else read your writing, because many times our writing makes perfect sense to us, but when someone else reads it, they're like, oh, wait, what? This confuses me a little bit. So if you have the opportunity to get someone else to read your writing, they may be able to give you some advice for areas that you might want to organize a little bit differently. My organization, I've got a little introduction paragraph. If you don't have that, please be sure you go back and add a little introduction. Remember, you're writing a letter to either a friend, a classmate, or your teacher, but you want to introduce what it is that you're going to talk about in this letter. And then you have the ideas from your brainstorming chart, and each one of those is organized into a paragraph. And at the very end, you have your little conclusion that just wraps it up. Mine is 2 sentences long, short and sweet. That's a little about me. I wonder if we have many things in common. Okay? So you're going to look through your own writing and see, is there a sentence that I could change up a little bit? Do I want to talk about something in a different order? And as I'm looking through this, I like most of the order that I wrote things in. I like that I talked about my favorite place first when I talked about nature. Being out in near a river or a lake or something like that is really my favorite. So I like that I talked about that first. I really enjoyed traveling, and I wish we got to travel more. So when I started this paragraph, I wrote about Dan and I getting married in Hawaii first. And I talked about that and moved on to other trips that we're taking. As I'm looking at that, I'm kind of thinking it would be a great idea to organize this paragraph similar to the way that I did before by maybe talking about the favorite trip that I've taken. And that might help my organization a little bit because that's going to just flow this paragraph right into my next paragraph. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to come over here, and I'm just going to use this white space in between, but I could add these revisions anywhere that I had a space to do so on my paper. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to change this paragraph up just a tad bit by saying one of my most favorite trips was to Colorado. I loved the mountains and the beautiful scenery, and it was winter and the snow was gorgeous. So that really was one of the most favorite trips I've ever taken. So one of my most favorite trips was Colorado. Well, when I do that, I have to decide where do I want that to go because I'm changing this order a little bit. So I'm going to take this sentence, and down here where I start talking about Dan and I got married in Hawaii, I'm actually going to add this sentence there. So I'm going to come here, let me pick a color you guys will be able to see while I help. And I'm going to draw just a little line here to show this sentence needs to go right there. I want to insert that sentence before the sentence talking about Dan and I getting married in Hawaii. And so that also means that all of this part over here, we saw the snow-covered mountains here. That sentence, that part of my story, needs to go underneath this little introduction sentence. Okay? So the great thing about revising and the great thing about having your draft in front of you is that you can write on it and you can mark it up as much as you want to. You can draw arrows. You can cross out words. You can add in words with little arrows like I just did with that sentence. That's the great part of revising is you have that opportunity right there in front of you. So your task is to go into your writing and focus on developing your ideas. Where can you elaborate? And also on organization. Does it make sense? If you have the opportunity, ask somebody else to read it and let them give you their thoughts. Does it make sense to them when they read it? Does it flow really nicely and sound really great? So, good luck with your revisions. Your ELA teachers are looking forward to seeing your work.